Okay, we're going to call this meeting of the Special Historic Preservation Commission to order. Do I gavel it in? Do I gavel in the beginning or the end? I'm gaveling, okay. Okay, our first item on the agenda is call to order and roll call.
Thank you. Vice Chair Laramie?
Here.
Commissioner Stodel? Commissioner Stodel, can you hear me?
Present.
Thank you. Commissioner Levine? Commissioner Hotchkiss? Commissioner Serfaz? Commissioner Cosgrove?
Here.
Commissioner Palacios?
Here.
Commissioner Moody?
Here.
Commissioner Perdue?
Here.
Commissioner Grimmer? Commissioner Harper?
Here.
Commissioner Seabrandt? Commissioner Gillespie?
Here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum.
Thank you. So our second item is an announcement regarding compliance with open meeting law. Are we in compliance?
Yes, we are in compliance.
Thank you. Our third item is public comment. So comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. If you wish to be heard, please come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. Not seeing anyone in the audience, we will go ahead and move on to item number 4. And this is the chair's announcement relative to the Historic Preservation Commission. Chair Stodal, do you have any announcements for us?
I do not, thank you.
Thank you. Item number 5, for possible action to approve the final minutes by reference of the regular meeting of March 26th, 2025. Does anyone have any comments, or do we have a motion to approve?
This is Commissioner Cosgrove. I move that we approve the minutes as presented.
Great. And I don't believe we need a second. So all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And the motion passes with Vice Chair also voting in favor.
No, none opposed? Thank you.
No opposed. Thank you. Item number 6, 25-0194-HPC1, report by the Community Development Department regarding voting results on the nominations for Historic Preservation Month, which will be awarded at the May 28th, 2025 Historic Preservation Commission meeting. I believe we have Mike Howe here as our representative today.
Good afternoon. For the record, Michael Howe, sitting in for Diane Seabrandt. I'm going to quickly run through the results. As I would put it, it's going to be all circumstance, no pomp, because we're going to have our award ceremony next month. If there's any questions on the voting, but I don't technically have the results other than what the final vote tally was. We did have a tie, and I'll just run through that. But I did want to make a brief announcement that this will be our first year with the Colleen Beck Archaeology, Paleontology, and Indigenous Ethnography Award, and we'll get to that in a second. So real quickly, amongst the 6 categories, we have a bricks and mortar and City of Las Vegas business legacy and historic media project categories. Of those 3 categories, we had no applicants, no awards. Getting into the 4th category, preservation education, we have Friends of the Fort being the award winner on that category. For advocacy, we did have a tie between Karen Livingston and the Honorable Richard Bryan. And then for career achievement, we have Jonathan Ullman with the Mob Museum. And then finally, our first award for this category, the Colleen Beck Archaeology, Paleontology, and Indigenous Ethnography, we have the Nu'u Pasats People's Garden installation at the Springs Preserve. We will have the award ceremony for next month's meeting, which will be followed by a luncheon. At there, I think then we will go into more detail of the nominee and a description of the award. Since technically I've made a public announcement of who the award winner is, but we do want to keep the ceremony ceremonial. So if we have any questions, I'd be happy to take.
Are there any questions from the commissioners? Vice Chair Laramie, I do have a question. So in the instance of the tie, Does that mean that we'll be awarding both awardees?
Correct.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, great. Well, thank you, everybody, for your nominations and for voting. We'll look forward to having our ceremony and I believe luncheon next month. So we'll move on to item number 7, which is a report by the Community Development Department regarding director's updates.
Hello, everyone. For the record, Michael Cunningham, Deputy Community Development Director. I'm filling in for Seth today, and there are no updates from the director at this time.
Okay, thank you. Item number 8 is a report by the Community Development Department regarding our project update list.
And again, for the record, Michael Howe filling in for Diane Seabrandt. 3 items we have for this update. We have the upcoming National Trust for Historic Preservation Pass Forward 2025 conference. Those that are interested in attending in person or virtually, we need you to contact staff by May 8th, so by next Thursday. The dates are September 16th through the 18th, and it will be located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then, as mentioned, we have next month's meeting, May 28th, we will have the HPC Awards Luncheon, which will be held on this floor, second floor at the Now Cafe that is just behind us. I believe I can announce we have the catering from the Great Greek Restaurant. And then we have the upcoming National Alliance of Preservation Commissions, the Summer Short Course. This is an online training course, August 20th through the 21st. Also, those commissioners interested in attending, we will need a reply by next Thursday to Teresa. And that's it for updates.
Are there any questions or comments regarding the community development updates? This is Vice Chair Laramie. I'd like to put in a request. We don't know what the mobile trips will be as part of the conference, but if it's not offered, perhaps we can put together a trip to the Howard Johnson Museum for commissioners and sign up for a tour together, which isn't too far. Moving on to item number 9, 25-0195-HPC1 is a report by the Community Development Department regarding historical and archaeological resources in local media.
And then on this item, typically, there are all the links that give you the highlights. I know we did have a mention of the Siegfried and Roy, not to put a spotlight on all of them, all their wonderful articles. But yeah, just to recapture, the links are in the agenda item, so if there were any questions on what was posted in the past month.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or comments on that item? Okay, we will move on to item number 10, which is a discussion regarding topics for future agenda items. Comments made during this portion of the agenda by individual members shall refer solely to proposals for future agenda items, and any discussion shall be limited to whether or not such proposed items are within the purview of the commission and/or whether such proposed items shall be placed on a future agenda. No discussion regarding the substance of any such proposed topic shall occur, and no action shall be taken. Are there any proposed items for future agendas? Hearing none, we will move on to item 11, which is citizens' participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the commission. No subject may be acted upon by the commission unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited. Again, seeing no one in the audience, we will move on to item number 12, which is adjournment of the meeting, and I will gavel us out. Record-setting meeting. Sorry, Richard.